Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. So the market recently had a wipeout. The big thing to mention here is what we mentioned in a video just prior to this, where I said this is the moment that we've been waiting for. Now, a lot of people thought that the video was about me being very bullish, and it technically was. And we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be addressing it. The big thing that I would love to note right now is how significant this drawdown was in the market. Bitcoin had a major pullback, but the problem is that it was practically nothing. And most of the altcoin market is still in the green currently speaking. There's still a lot of green in the market. There is still a lot of red though. And I always say at this moment in time, when we look into this market, you need to be looking into altcoins that are having strong moves when they do rebound. Currently with XRP did have a very large pullback. It almost lost 50 cents on multiple exchanges. I think on Coinbase, it did lose 50 cents, but for the most part on the chart that I have open, we actually held above 50 cents, which was crucial. But with Bitcoin, I mean, Bitcoin on the 1 year span and even on the all-time span, this looks like nothing. It's a little pullback on the chart technically. I always note prior bull runs on how we've had significant pullbacks along the way, and we will have that. So you can't get panicked, you can't get worried, you can't get concerned when the market does have deep days in terms of pullbacks. This is liquidity hunting, more so, targeting longs, things like that, liquidating those individuals that are late to the party, things like that. It just increases liquidity in the market, allowing us to actually go higher. So it is crucial and it's healthy. Now, the big thing to mention with Bitcoin is that we could still see a deeper correction here. We could come down to about roughly 38.4K, realistically speaking. Anywhere between like 40,000 to 38.4K is still in question. We could see something like this. The big thing to also mention is we never actually got a close over 44.5K, which is significant resistance, which I did mention multiple times in the past. And the big thing to really kind of clear is 48K. As you guys do see here, back in March of 2022, we had a major rejection off of this level, which did allow us to cascade all the way down to about roughly 15.5K. Now, do I think that we're going to see something like this? No, I actually do think that we are brewing for a new all-time high on Bitcoin. It's going to take some time, and we will have pullbacks along the way. Like I said, go back to 2021. Here's the first official pullback where we did hit around roughly $42,000, and then we pulled back all the way down to about like roughly 28.7K, which was very significant. Now, overall, the big thing with XRP, right? This is the video from the other day that I mentioned, right? And we were addressing this chart actually from Crypto Insight UK, which was XRP bottoming on not the USD chart, but on the Bitcoin chart. And listen to what I said in this video. It does move extremely fast when it does start to break out. I will say this, what I'm really looking at with XRP is a possible tap of this level down here going all the way back from June of 2022. We have seen a significant dip below this level, but that was during the lawsuit announcement, and it did take a little bit of time for us to actually break out. But usually anything around this level results in a big pop to the upside. So this was me actually addressing the Bitcoin pairing, and what I actually had on the chart was this move. This is the move that I was talking about. This was a 16% drawdown from that level. Right now, if we actually look at XRP, we had about a 21% drop in the overall market. And if we look at how deep this wick was, it was around like roughly 20%. Now, either way you look at this, I'm watching to see confirmation of this being our bottom on the Bitcoin pairing like we did see back in June of 2022. Again, this could get even uglier technically if we do see something like this back in December of 2020, but this was the lawsuit. This was an unprecedented event, but anything is possible. We could still see significant drawdowns in the market. But to me personally, what I would like to see us do is have this move down, build a floor here, and then have the big move to the upside. But this was just me anticipating and drawing what I am looking at on the XRP Bitcoin pair, because once we lost this level, which was March of 2023, this was confirmation that we were going to go deeper, and we did get that. Now, the big thing is, will we maintain the level that we are on right now and have that impulsive move to the upside and have XRP actually trade against Bitcoin in a positive way? That is possible. But the big thing right now on XRP is the fact that we have maintained so far 50 cents, which is crucial. I want to see us regain momentum over 60 cents yet again. We have been just kind of building or holding on so far to some significant support, which is right around like 56, 57 cents. But the big thing is I want to see us actually flip this 60-cent zone back into support yet again. We have been trading on this for a little bit of time. Once we broke down below it, it did flip bearish. But we were anticipating a big move in the market anyways on the Bitcoin pair, which was going to get ugly nonetheless. The big thing right now is I'm watching for an impulsive move on the USD chart and also on the Bitcoin chart. Now, the big thing about this entire market though, right, is what caused this bearish move in the market? Well, first off, we had the biggest signal, which was Jim Cramer declaring Bitcoin is indestructible, stating it cannot be killed. The tech is here to stay. And this got posted by Good Morning Crypto. It's a technological marvel that's here to stay. The SEC has been against it the whole time. This is a remarkable comeback that was unexpected. Question is this bearish or bullish for crypto? Well, we already got confirmation of that, and here's the actual video.
This thing is, you can't kill it.
No, can't.
And the late Charlie Munger, who was so brilliant on so many things, was blind to this. Now you can say, wait a second, maybe it's all going to come
Jamie
unravel.
Dimon has not spared any negative words.
No, but look, I mean, it's a reality and it's a technological marvel, and I think people have to start recognizing that it's here to stay. The SEC's been against it almost the whole time.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that every one of these is here to stay, but I do think that it's about, this is a remarkable comeback that was unexpected, and, except for all the bulls who turned out to be right.
Gensler does a lot of jawboning.
Didn't work.
A lot of jawboning.
He wants people.
So there you guys have it. Now, again, here's a story in 2 pictures. I posted this yesterday, and it's kind of comical, right? But here you have the announcement, January 2nd, 10:33 a.m. And then, again, the next day, we have this massive crash in the market. It's kind of comical, but this is why I say pay attention to what mainstream is saying and do the opposite. When they're bullish, be bearish. When they're bearish, be bullish. But nonetheless, we're still very early on into this next cycle. I don't think that now's the time to panic. I don't think that now's the time to be scared or worried or concerned or anything like that. But one thing that I would love to know is the ETF nonsense, right? We have been seeing a lot of this ETF nonsense, ETF approval tomorrow. That's the rumor. Scoop, the SEC Gov, is holding meetings today with the exchanges, NASDAQ, CBOE, the NYSE to finalize comments on the 19B4S submitted by the Bitcoin spot ETF issuers. Just in, CNBC says SEC could notify spot Bitcoin ETF issuers as soon as this week if they've been cleared to launch. Check this out.
Hey, David, good morning. So Bitcoin's new bull run is being driven by 2 upcoming events. First, there's this hope for an ETF approval, and then something called the halving that's coming up in April. It's up 65% or so in the past 3 months. ETF, that is the big driver, guys, of this price action. The SEC has a January 10th deadline to approve or reject the ARC21 shares ETF. That's Kathy Wood's proposal there. Reuters reporting that the SEC could notify issuers as soon as this week if they've been cleared to launch those ETFs. If approved, guys, this would be a publicly traded fund tracking the price of Bitcoin. So investors theoretically wouldn't need to go to a crypto exchange or hold Bitcoin directly themselves. So it may lower the barrier to entry here. Because of that, some are arguing it's going to bring in a wider range of investors and then potentially more institutional interest. Then you've got something called the Bitcoin halving. That's coming up in April. The key thing to know about that, Bitcoin's new issuance gets cut in half. So it's a way to keep a cap on supply there. The code is written so there's only ever 21 million coins in circulation. This dynamic makes it less profitable, though, to earn new Bitcoin and more competitive for what are known as the miners. So these are the companies using those massive, high-powered computers to create new Bitcoin. Those mining stocks, you think of Marathon Digital, Riot Blockchain, those guys up about double digits today or so. MicroStrategy and Coinbase also higher this morning. Actually, Coinbase turning lower, down 6% or so. The other driver for Bitcoin, though, same thing, driving tech, small cap tech especially, some of the lower interest rates heading into this year, potentially, and return of risk appetite among retail investors. Guys, back to you.
So there you guys have it. And again, they are really pushing the ETF stuff. And what I said yesterday on X speaks volumes in my opinion. I said they are throwing the bait into the waters, waiting for the retail fish to bite. In order to bring the exit liquidity back, the Wall Street giants are pumping the markets off of speculative events like ETF approvals, which again, mainstream media playing right into it. The SEC could drag this on for as long as they want. These deadlines are not set in stone, and nothing will be done against Gary and the SEC. Look at the failures in the past 2 years alone with zero accountability. They feed off the retail sector, falling for their games every single time. They have manipulated the gold and silver markets, they have manipulated the Forex markets, and they have been manipulating the crypto markets too. You need to be playing chess while they are playing checkers. They are all a part of the same group. Mainstream media is owned by these big players like BlackRock, for an example. Understand this. They know what they are doing and what they have to do to become even richer off the backs of the retail investor. Be smart and be vigilant, especially this year. Don't let the rich eat off your plate. Take profits off the table on the way up and de-risk your positions when possible. Because again, we never know what is going to happen in the markets. We never know what is going to go on, right? With these big ETFs, everyone is waiting for an approval. But what happens on January 10th when we get zero news regarding ETFs and the SEC denies them? Will we see another major drawdown in the market? Will that confirm this move down to $38K or possibly even $36,000? What is going to go on with this? Because again, things will happen along the way. There will be pullbacks along the way. I mean, just to give you guys a perspective, this was a 30% pullback before we had a nice wick to the upside. It was actually a pretty big move. And then we had another 26% pullback, followed by one of the largest pullbacks during the bull run, which was a 56% pullback before we had a big move to the upside. And again, there was pullbacks along the way. And the reason why I'm noting this and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, again, there will be events within the bull run that will cause major panic to ensue, and then it will have a major pullback in the market. And during that time, you need to be looking into altcoins that are having massive sell-offs, that are very strong altcoins, that have very strong fundamentals tied to them. XRP obviously is one that I do have heavily in my portfolio, but there is other great opportunities in this space as well. But one thing that I would love to know is the fact that I do believe that XRP could very well be close to bottoming on the Bitcoin pair. And when this does happen, like I said, usually we see a big move in the market. And XRP, the main thing to watch for is XRP holding above 50 cents. We don't want to see 50 cents being lost, but if it is lost, focus on significant support zones. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.